20 Infinity.
96.7 to beat the A's, hip hop and R&B. I am Moran Tha Man. You are tuned in to 20 Infinity Live, and I'm in the presence of somebody who is just killing the internet right now. Pinksweat, how you living, my guy?
Yo, I'm great, man.
I would assume you're great. The music is great.
Thanks, man.
You know what I'm saying? You out here doing a lot of great things. So one thing
it.
about you that really struck out to me, from the blind eye, it looks like you just happened overnight. That clearly isn't the case. So for anybody who is unfamiliar with you, where are you from specifically?
I'm from Philly.
Okay, you from Philly.
I'm from Philly.
I bet.
Born and raised there.
Where? So how did you really get started in the music? Because when I listen to your songs, you've clearly been doing this for a while.
I was a songwriter for like 7 years, actually. Mm-hmm. Just working, grinding behind the scenes.
Okay.
Pursuing my dream to, I always just wanted to write songs. And
that's it?
Yeah, I never wanted to be an artist ever. But I got the bug one day.
Where'd the bug come from?
Man, I had got sick. Some people probably already know my story, but I have like a rare disease, and it just like made me like, damn. I was like, man, why wouldn't I want to be an artist? Mm-hmm. Started evaluating things, and I was just like, well, like I have nothing to lose at this point. Like I might as well just try it, give it 100%, and the songs happened to just come. So it was like, all right, I didn't have to think like, all right, what my project gonna sound like. I just happened to write some songs.
Absolutely.
In a short period of time where I was like, this is me and this is exactly what I want to say. So yeah.
So one thing about your music, when I listen to it, clearly it's for everybody, but on certain songs it always feels like you're just talking to one person. That's how it feels sometimes. So if we could get into some of the vibes on your project. Did somebody break your heart? Like, what happened?
Yeah, it's funny. I always tell people like, if you even speak to a writer, you're gonna live forever, because like they're gonna write about you. Like, straight up. So it's like, it was a specific person, and it's funny because it was a while ago, but it was like I just kept drawing from those experiences, and I was just like, I don't know, because it was like one of the most real experiences I guess that I had as far as like emotions and like how I felt. I was like, dang. So it's just always easy for me to dive back into that place in my life and like draw from that.
Right. How is it easy for you to dive back into something to some people that was bad? How is that easy for you? I
mean, because I feel like I'm not really day to day. I'm not like an emotional person. Like I'm pretty much just like this all day. But like with music, it's like you can say how you really feel. And nobody's like, man, that's weird. Like it's different. You go to your homie like, yo, man, my heart's hurting, bro. Like, what? Like, what are you talking about? You put it in the song, you play it on the joint, everybody like, yo, bro, that's crazy, man. I feel like, it's different. It's like, I can't explain it, but.
Okay, all good. So being from Philly, is the vibe that you're providing musically different from you? Because we all know Philly's known for the rugged battle rap. Yeah. And here you are wearing pink, singing the ladies, talking about, real stuff that people go through.
Yeah.
Is I guess, being accepted from your city, the style of music that you're making, is it different for the city?
Yeah, it's definitely different for the city. And I it's funny because I hadn't really been back to Philly when I became like an artist. I was in LA working on some stuff, and that's when I came up with all the songs, like on my free time or whatever. And then it was like, boom, it just all started like happening and rolling out. And then I would go back home, or my mom would call me and be like, yo, such and such is telling me they like listen to your music. And I was like, for real? Like I didn't even, in my brain it was like what you were saying, like Philly is not really known for like, as far as like this era, for like the style of music that I make. So I was like not even sure if people knew about it. But when I did go back home for like a brief period, it was like very evident that people were like, and then some people didn't even know I was from Philly.
Right.
Or it was people that I actually know well, and that was just like listening to my music and didn't even know it was me, because they don't know me under that name. So
interesting. Have any of the soulful artists from Philly, like The Roots or Jill Scott, have any of those type of people reached out to you?
No, I don't think I'm on their radar yet. But
okay.
Hopefully soon.
Coming.
Yeah.
On the way. The way. Dope. So what inspired the Pink, get up? What inspired Pink for you? What made you say, I want to explore this color?
they say the best things come simple. So I literally was just wearing pink sweatpants, just as a like I said, I was started off as a writer. So it's like a month or two period where I was just in the studio every day, and I would just wear like these 1 or 2 sweatpants, throw them on and go, and they was pink. So then somebody was like, "Yo, where's Pink Sweats?" And then I was like, "Oh, that's a dope name."
It is.
Boom. And then my birthday's on Valentine's Day. I'm from the city of brotherly love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it just all happened to tie in that way, and I was just like, "Oh, this is like almost like heaven sent." Like everything just lined up for it to be pink, and I like I love pink actually.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that. I think tough guys really some guys really do wear pink. So when it comes to your music, your projects as a whole are no more than about 20 minutes. So is making music ever stressful as far as like presenting it to the world? Because we know you clearly got more in the chamber, and you give us this product. It's like, Dag, you're giving this candy to us just to take it away. Like, Dag, only 20 minutes of fire? Like, come on, man. So does that ever become stressful trying to figure out what to give us?
Nah, man, I literally just create. I do create. It's weird because since I come from a writing background and I also come from Philly, so like my process is very much similar to like Jay-Z. Like I just go in and I'll sing whatever I feel,
right,
and I put it on wax, I guess, and boom. Like me, I don't go back and change stuff. It's like I've only done that ever once where I was like, I'm gonna go back, and it was like literally one line. Cause I feel like art is art. So it's like I said how I felt. When people gonna get it or they won't. But that's why 7 songs or 6 songs, so you can choose which one you like.
Absolutely.
And then, just give people something to look forward to. If I gave a 10-song project of a person you never heard of, it's almost like this is too much. But you give them just enough to where when I put out volume 2, it's like, oh, perfect.
Yeah.
And then now people are anticipating a full-length album. So
that's real, and people are definitely anticipating that. So who inspired Honesty, man?
I can't get.
Come on, man. Who is it about? She
kind of like out there, so I'm not gonna.
Oh, okay.
I can't say it.
You don't want to give her any clout? No clout?
No, she clouded up already.
Oh,
but
it's one of those.
I can't say it. She don't even know. That's the funny thing. We was drunk when we did it, but I remember.
You remember?
Yeah.
So what do you remember?
Well, this is the thing. I don't know if you ever been like up with somebody and y'all just like drunk or like smoking or whatever, and you just start talking about life and shit. So we was doing that, talking about life, and then the conversation just got around to like love and just like meeting all the wrong people kind of vibes. And I'm just like, yeah, I'll be in the same space. So we just having this conversation,
right? And
then after everything, like whatever, the next day, I'm just like. She said, "Baby, I'm afraid." Like it just all started coming out.
Right.
So yeah, it was funny. Funny story.
Absolutely. So, what are some of your goals in the music industry? Like, what is something that you have to do before it's all said and done?
Man, I feel like my biggest goal is probably loaded. I guess the way I'm say it, but it's just to change people's perspective on black music and like black artists and like. Just giving us more of a shot as far as singers go, and not always choosing the same sound. Everybody's not Chris Brown. Shout out to Chris Brown, he's amazing. But everybody, like, I don't want to hear another Chris Brown. He's amazing. If I was a label exec, I'm not gonna sign somebody. Right. It's like Junior Chris Brown. We already got that. He made his stamp. We want something else. So I feel like for me, I just want to put out the image, the music. That's always like, oh, this is kind of dope. I wouldn't expected it from this person. Like, why is he wearing all this pink? Like, I want people to be like, erase the like whatever stereotype it is that you expect to get from black male singers.
Dope. So, in closing, what is some advice that Pinksweat can provide to the next up-and-coming artists? I want to sing. I want to do music. I just want to do this thing full-fledged. What are some advice that you could provide?
Best advice is trust yourself. Stop asking for validation. Stop DMing people to listen to your music. Like, just believe in yourself. Stop buying Jordans. invest in the studio time, take whatever resources that you do have and apply them properly the first time. In that way, you know, and whoever listens, you know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Don't be asking for favors to do things, you know, like if you're going to ask for somebody for a favor, go all the way, follow through. Make sure they can at least eat. If you're going to ask somebody, yo, for a free beat, give them a McDonald's burger or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and I find that interesting because I saw one of your posts at one of your mini packed out shows. In the caption, you said that there was a moment where you didn't even know when your next meal was going to come from. There was a moment in your life where you was really down bad. So how were you really able to get out of that dark place? Because a lot of people think that it just happens overnight, and that's not the case.
Nah, man, it was a lot of nights like that. So for me, it was just always staying, you know, focused on the music, and it would be like things would happen, like to remind me that I'm on my right path. Like one time, my lights was about to get cut off at my apartment. I had like a little studio, literally like no room apartment. It was just one room,
right?
And the lights was gonna get cut out, and I was leaving the spot, and my little brother, we were staying together. So he's like, yo, we got the letter for the lights. I'm like, man, don't worry about it. It's like, it'll handle itself. There's no need to stress about it. Either they're going to be on, they're going to be off. So I dip out. I go to the studio, working. And then somebody who I had only worked with like one time, like, and I really can't even remember his name, but he was like, yo, bro, like, go see this person. And I was like, okay, whatever. And at this point, I'm leaving the studio. Like, I had stayed there all day. So I'm trying to get back home. Now all the stress is coming back when you about to go home.
Right.
So I'm like, damn. So I'm about to leave. And he was like, yo, did you see such and such? I'm like, nah. So then the guy comes out and he just gave me like a check for like, I don't even remember how much it was, but it was a lot. And I had really done nothing to deserve it. He just like, I was like, yo, man, like, you don't even know, bro. I really needed that. He was like,
wow.
He's like, yo, I just felt like I wanted to give it to you. I was like, appreciate it. So I was like able to pay my light bill and stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Small blessings.
Small blessings.
Absolutely. Well, man, I just want to tell you thank you for your time. Greatly appreciate, you taking the time out your life to come chop it up with me.
Appreciate you guys for having me.
All love, man. All love. It's like, you definitely one of the ones that's next up.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Rock with you. So Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, website, Apple Music. Plug yourself right now, my guy.
You can check me out everywhere at Pinksweats, except for Twitter. The real Pinksweats.
Cool. That's it. That's all you got.
Yeah, that's everything, man.
Absolutely. I'm Moran Tha Man, Pinksweats, 20 Infinity Live, iHeartRadio. We out.
Yeah.